Hi everyone, I'm Kei Wang. Today I will present the report on Financial Regulations Challenge at COLING 2025. The first question is that why we consider financial regulations as the focal point. Financial tasks like market sentiment analysis, financial report reviews, they all require a solid understanding of the legal standards. In the financial industry, it operates on the basis of binding agreements and obligations. These can include business contracts, product and service terms, and regulatory mandates. They form the financial regulations and industry standards to ensure market integrity, protect investor interest, and mitigate systemic risk. This is why we need to focus on financial regulations, where compliance is not just important, but mandatory. Another keyword is large language models. Why do we use LLMs for financial regulations? Here is an example. At the end of 2023, the New York Times sued Microsoft and OpenAI for using their copyrighted articles to train large language models. If we want to understand this case in depth, we may need to read the 69-page long complaint. And by January 7 this year, there are already 376 docket entries with over 2,000 file documents. LLMs can help to retrieve and summarize important information from so many legal documents. However, the question is that whether existing large models achieve professional readiness in financial regulations. Are they professionally ready to read and process regulatory filings and documents? Another example is XBRL, which is the standard language for electronic communication of business and financial data. XBRL filings are required by the SEC, and there are 6 interconnected files to form a complete report. These files have lots of tags for financial items, complex taxonomy, and so on. The error rate in reporting these XBRL filings is very high. According to Data Quality Committee, from November 26 to December 12 in 2024, only in these 16 days, there were 84 submitted XBRL filings, and there are over 800 errors. Large language models may help us to analyze these filings or perform error detection. However, the same question is that whether existing large models achieve professional readiness. In this case, we asked the model to calculate the return on assets for Coca-Cola, and in the query, we concatenate the related financial statements in XBRL format. This is the model's response. We can see that it uses the right ratio formula, but it makes a mistake in recognizing the context reference and values for total assets in 2022 and 2023. For example, it uses value and context in 2022 as 2023. Although the final answer is correct, large model fails to identify the correct context and value in XBRL filings. Therefore, to raise awareness of the professional readiness of large models, we host the Regulations Challenge. We create 9 novel tasks and create benchmark datasets of more than 6,000 questions. There are 25 teams from academia and industry participating in this challenge. These are the 9 tasks. We first assess large models on basic capabilities to understand terminologies, retrieve information, and interpret financial regulation clauses. Therefore, we design different tasks, including abbreviation recognition, definition recognition, named entity recognition, question answering, and link retrieval. In the certificate question task, we assess large models' ability to answer questions from the CFA and CPA exams with a focus on ethics and regulations. Both exams cover a wide range of practice scenarios for financial and accounting regulations and ethics. This knowledge helps to ensure compliance with legal and ethical standards. Through these 2 exams, we can assess large models' professional performance in finance and accounting. The questions are multiple choice questions obtained from the real and mock CFA and CPA exams. In the CDM task, we assess the ability of large models to answer questions about financial product management as defined by the Common Domain Model. CDM is a standardized machine-readable and machine-executable data and process model to manage financial products, such as their trades, events, legal agreements, and so on. Understanding and managing financial products is essential to ensure compliance with regulations and prevent errors in trade execution. The objective of this task is to evaluate models' ability to understand the CDM's data structures for financial product management, transaction workflows, and lifecycle events in their trades. In this task, we assess the ability of large models to answer questions about licensing requirements outlined in the Model Openness Framework, the MOF. The MOF is used to evaluate and classify the openness and completeness of machine learning models, aiming to promote transparency, reproducibility, and responsibility of these models. The objective of this task is to evaluate how well large models can interpret and explain the licensing requirements outlined in MOF, which can help contributors in the open source community to better understand the requirements for model openness. We will evaluate the large model's ability to expand licensing requirements, determine if the license is open source initiative approved, and answer questions about licensing requirements outlined in MOF. In this task, we assess the ability of large models to retrieve and interpret XBR filings and evaluate their ability to use this data to generate precise answers to financial math questions. The objective is to evaluate how well these models can process the structured financial data encoded in XBR format. Companies need to provide accurate and standardized financial information to stakeholders, including investors, regulators, and auditors. XBRL is a globally recognized language, and it can help to ensure consistency and comparability across different companies and jurisdictions. Using large models to retrieve and process financial data in XBR format is an important application in financial regulation. Here we show the statistics and data sources of the question datasets. For task 1 to 5, we obtain questions from the glossary, FAQs, and handbooks on the websites of important regulatory organizations. Certificate questions are obtained from the real and mock CFA and Reg CPA exams. The CDM questions are created based on the CDM documentation, and also CDM experts at FinLLMs also provided a collection of high-quality questions. The MOF questions focus on OSI-approved licenses and the license requirements in the MOF paper. XBR questions are about term explanation, financial math, and queries in XBR filings. In this challenge, we split the data into validation question datasets and testing question datasets, and in the evaluation phase, due to time constraints, we reduce some testing datasets. The final score is the weighted average of performance in 9 tasks. Here we show the top 6 teams and 3 baselines. The winner is FinMind-YME. The second place is Unions. The third place is GGBond. Here we also highlight some teams' method. FinMind-YME used sequential fine-tuning, reasoning-based training, and chain-of-thought inferencing. Unions continue pre-trained Llama 3.18b using financial and regulatory documents, and fine-tuned the model using quantized LoRa. Audit FT used the audit instruction tuning dataset to fine-tune the Q17B chat model. Intelligent Star fine-tuned Llama 3.23b instruct. They also developed a dataset processing pipeline with semantic screening, quality filtering, and deduplication. Here we show more detailed results. We can see that GPT-4o and Mistral Large 2 outperform other models, which is very likely because of their large model size. The other models have a size of around 8 billion or less. And looking into different tasks, all models perform well in question answering related tasks, such as Q&A, CDM questions, MOF detailed QA, and XBR term explanation. It shows that large models have enough factual knowledge about these questions. However, all models perform poorly in abbreviation-related tasks, including the abbreviation task and the MOF license abbreviations. It shows that large models have some deficiency in recognizing abbreviations and responding with accurate full names in financial regulations. And in the link retrieval task, all models have a poor performance. It indicates that models have difficulties in searching for and locating online documents. In the certificate task, the submitted models underperform GPT-4o and Mistral Large 2, maybe because of deficiencies in reasoning and knowledge. FinMind-YME, the top team, uses reasoning-based training and achieves the highest score among participants. Audit FT and Intelligent Stars, both teams use audit datasets for fine-tuning, which provides models with sufficient accounting and auditing knowledge, so they have overall strong performance among participants. In the XBR task, participants' models perform poorly in financial math and tech queries. Unions outperform its base model Llama 3.8b in term explanation and domain and numeric query, but underperform in financial math and tech query. This may suggest that domain-specific fine-tuning may reduce other capabilities of base model. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you so much.